Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. Time for more Age of Imprisonment. Alright, so last we left off, next plot chapter. Ambush in the Depths.
While the battle raged in the Ceres Scablands, Calamo and the Knight Construct headed for the Elma Knolls to carry out their role in the King's operation. As Raru's army battled monsters on the surface, the Knight Construct set out to strike a devastating blow to the monster strongholds in the depths, thereby eliminating the enemy and securing a new foothold, all in one fell swoop. Thus, the fate of Raru's plan hinged entirely on the Knight Construct's success.
Huh? That must be the place they were talking about. You know what to do, bud. So get in there and do it. Huh?
That was some good blasting, bud. Now go on and get in there. Remember the plan, right? Raru and the others are up fighting the monsters on the surface. Which means there won't be too many of them guarding the depths. That's where we come in. Shock emitters. It's darker than anything down here. Try using this, bud. Look how many monsters there are. Must have gotten riled up by the explosion. Makes sense. A hole that big will probably still be here a million years from now. Hard to believe nature really made all this. It's amazing. One more thing I never would have laid eyes on if I hadn't met you, bud. This place is huge. You sure picked a good spot to blast that hole open. And I wonder how far it goes. Hope we don't find any more ruins like the one you were napping at. Yeesh, that thing nearly scared me to death! By the way, that scarf you got on your neck looks great. How do you like mine? What do you think those lights are? Probably shouldn't touch them just in case. Looks like we got even more monsters after us. Guess we're getting close to the bottom, huh? Nice work blasting our way through, bud, but the real fight's just getting started. We gotta keep going for what we're really after. The monster den that just passed here. That was all just to get down there so we could fight. Oh my gosh. Should have known they'd have got a welcome party. Let's show them who they're messing with.
Just a traveler. I can fight too.
That wasn't even scared. All we gotta do now is wait for everyone else to show up.
Gotta say, it feels like we've been together for ages now. Huh? Ooh, looks like you're getting kind of scratched up there, bud. Can't say I'm surprised with how much fighting we've been doing. Hey, that's how it goes when you drag us headfirst toward every monster you catch sight of. But you know, the journey in life's not so bad when I'm living it with you. Wait till my brother's back in the forest, hear what we've been... Huh?
Thank you for the assistance, you two. You've done well.
That's what happens when you leave us in charge.
Right then. For now, this will make a fine base of operations.
And once we're all ready here, we'll make those monsters pay.
Strange, isn't it? How twins raised separately might end up complete opposites.
I understand now. My pride wouldn't let me admit it, but he fights for every one of us. And while I've known that deep down, it's time I finally make amends.
Alright, the next chapter, Purging the Shadows. was breathing easy once we showed him how many of those monsters we took care of. The darn things were just sitting back the whole time, throwing stuff at us from far away instead of fighting up close. But I think all the dodging gave my butt even more stamina than before.
For the sake of my
His
people,
Majesty made the most of the materials and hunted down each and every shade out there. The battle seems to have honed his skill, and the courage he showed even inspired our soldiers to apply themselves more fully to their training. Powerful monsters are rampaging across the Tabantha frontier, and if left unchecked, they could do catastrophic damage. Climb the frigid peak and drive them back.
Go on and off, bud.
Queen of the Zora, ready for battle. All for the Guru.
Let's go, Artie! Let's kick their asses! Again!
My storm shall rage on.
Fire! Good job! Woohoo!
It seems I've
The
improved.
exercise went splendidly, and everyone came home just as healthy as they were when they left. This ordeal in the harsh desert not only toughened our soldiers, but Lady Shalani as well. Yeah, surprisingly, only one battle map queued up from that. Darn.
My blade grows
Shalani
ever
rushed
sharper.
out to the desert and cleaned up the Gibdo hives just like she said she was gonna. When I told her how amazing it was she did that all by herself, she laughed it off and said it was nothing more than a training session. Talk about a show off. Alright, on to the next story chapter.
One can never be too prepared for battle. I never do know what to make of you.
Okay, so Minoru has to come with. Alrighty.
Let's move out.
Raru's army successfully purged the Ceres scablands above the surface, while the Night Construct claimed hold of the enemy lairs located in the depths below. United as a single front once more, the group repurposed a captured outpost as their forward base of operations, and proceeded to eliminate any foes that dared remain in the surrounding areas. As they made to depart their newly established command post, Minoru pulled Raru and Zelda aside and proceeded to share her findings regarding the Night Construct.
What you see before you is my analysis of our knightly companion. It would seem the sacred power embedded in its core has somehow influenced the construct's inherent nature. If you're correct in your assumption, then that very power is indeed the sword that seals the darkness.
So then, that means...
These constructs are different. They bear a will of sorts, a mind even. If imbued with light, that mind will strive to conquer evil, but impart it with darkness, and it will seek only destruction. Our knight is no different in this.
That explains it then. But I have to wonder, what about the other one?
I have felt something familiar about it. A strong evil. Owing most likely to Ganondorf and his foul gloom.
In our ancestors' time, these constructs were weapons, deadly armaments, able to house their Zonai power. But before they knew it, they'd lost control of their creations. The constructs went berserk, bringing a tragic end to Zonai civilization. At least that's what I've gathered, based on the conclusions of my research, and from what few records managed to survive.
If the core is the key, and its power determines their actions, then perhaps our ancestors had more to do with their own downfall than we previously thought.
The soldiers are ready at any time, Your Majesty. We deploy on your command.
Then let us focus for now on the battle to come.
Now then.
The Knight Construct has surely sown chaos among the enemy ranks. Now is our chance to strike. Onwards to battle! So this is where the monsters were hiding. I imagine it'd be more deeper in the ruins. All these people fighting on our side, no one's gonna notice if I take a little nap, right? Who am I kidding? My bott'll never let me catch a break. Hope you're not forgetting about my reward, Your Majesty. I'm working really hard, you know. Why am I not surprised you're trying to strong-arm a king? I'm not asking for much, just a spot in the royal garden, some good soil, someone to water me. Well, if we have the space available, you're more than welcome to put down roots wherever you'd like. Won't be able to enter the ruins with that construct in the way. We'll have to eliminate it. I hope these ruins don't hide any more unwelcome surprises, but we should prepare for anything.
Back to our objective, then.
Night construct.
From what I can gather, these gates were closed to seal off the dark power of the enemies inside. If we're able to defeat them, the path forward should open. Just give me a moment to transfer my spirit into one of the constructs within. Just, no one mess with Minoru. That's the, long and the short of it. I must admit this chamber bears quite an unusual shape. Wonder what its original purpose was. Forgive me, my construct friend. Seems I was a little rough with you. Now then, I should return to my body, lest the others grow weary of watching over it. Come, with the enemies defeated, we should have no trouble proceeding further into the ruins.
Excellent.
You truly are a wonder, Minoru. See what lies beyond the gates. Oh yeah, most of the map, jeez. That power you got is incredible, Minoru. Surprised you can control stuff that big. I'm capable of far more than that, I should add, though it does leave my body rather vulnerable. What dreadful gloom. Merely going near the foul substance makes me feel as though the very life force is draining from my body. Everywhere I look, there's monsters. We can't let them surround us. The good news is we've already dealt with the ones at the rear. Let's handle those that remain in some manner. Even the monsters are shrouded in gloom.
Yes.
Such tricks are nothing before the power of light. With me, everyone! To think we'd find gloom here of all places. Is nothing safe from Ganondorf's dark influence? That's what it means to be the king of all evil, I suppose. As long as he breathes, no creature alive can rest easy. It's a little sad being stuck down here without the great blue sky above us, especially for a Rito. Fair enough. Without the sun to guide us, it's difficult to even know where we're going. Funny you say that. The monsters seem to be dealing with it just fine. Not to rush you, but can we please just get this over with? I'm really missing the sun here. Okay, so now gloom is gonna come into how the game plays out.
Need my help?
Beam emitter. These Zonai devices shoot a massive light beam directly ahead. A beam emitter, huh? Could prove useful indeed. I've never seen a Zonai device like this before. Hope I can wield it correctly. Time to yeet the robot. All the plant life underground appears to look almost identical. Is there no such thing as a forest in the depths? Beats me, I can tell you one thing for certain though. I'm definitely not putting down roots in a dark and dry and scary place like this. Look, the Lionel is shrouded in gloom. Talk about a headache. It's not like we have much choice, though. Come on. That one looks pretty tough. Guess up to me and Bud to take it out.
That should be enough.
We must win this, Minoru.
Down with you. Take this.
Looking kind of rough there, bud. Well, maybe just my imagination. Let me know if you need a break, yeah? Sure, Minna would be more than happy to check you over. Artie's like, brakes are for the weak!
In support.
More reinforcements? There's simply no end to them. Till we claim the stronghold, this tide will never cease. Strike at the heart of their defenses. Thanks for the resub. Enjoy the emotes for another month.
With pleasure.
I'll never cease. Not until victory is mine. Such is the strength of the Garuda.
I don't understand. Where are the monsters? I was wondering when they were gonna show up. No. Emerging from the gloom as we speak. Come on, we must sever these vile hands at once. Sure wish there weren't so many of these things. Let's get rid of them quickly.
I'll never cease. Not until victory is mine. Here, I'm not about to lose. Push it away.
It literally killed them with fire.
If I may. Against my God, all will yield.
I'm with you.
It's Phantom Ganon time! Which are looking a lot less skeletal at this point. I have you now, Ganondorf! No, it's merely a puppet formed from the gloom. Doesn't look like this will be easy.
Certainly. I have you.
Never thought he could produce a monster such as this. Ganondorf's strength is truly unfathomable. will not be defeated here. We must stop Ganondorf at any cost. Pew! The menace has been put to rout, and we can now prepare to face our true adversary head-on. I thank you all for your courage in this battle. Let's return to the temple and rest for the trials ahead.
Aren't you going to join the festivities, Ardy?
Or are you denying yourself celebration until Ganondorf is slain? Ardy, you've accomplished much in our time together. If you refuse to recognize that, your soldiers will surely do the same.
You see through me. Cutting down the Demon King is my first and only aim. Although, you do have a point. I must be the chief that my people need.
Zelda, regarding the Night Construct's core, you mentioned that it's a shard of your Master Sword, correct?
Yes.
It's incredible the power a mere fragment can contain. Yet the swordsman, Link you said, wielded it for good, defended Hyrule with the sacred blade in hand. It would seem he's a powerful ally indeed.
He is. Link's name is known far and wide, back in my own time. He's the greatest hero Hyrule has. Oh,
I have to say, we never would have got through this without you.
Seems he's made some friends.
yes. Everyone looks to be very fond of him.
You know, I bet people will be telling stories of him for years to come. Maybe even in your era, Lady Zelda.
Meanwhile with Ganondorf.
So he's chosen to share the secret stones. The utter coward. Afraid to face me on his own, is he?
Alright, lots of battles opened up.
Things'll go even
The
better.
materials I found made Typhon's whole body glow, and he ran off into a cave to hunt some monsters. I was kind of worried all the light would draw too much attention, but he came back safe and sound, stronger than ever.
I wield this
Lady
power
Zelda
for
accepted the
good.
materials with a smile and immediately started getting ready to leave. I'd still rather she didn't go at all, but it's my job to aid in her research, no matter what that entails. Alright, the next story chapter is Fire and Sand. Powerful monsters are attacking the Lanayru wetlands. Lightning and sludge enemies are the bane of the Zora, so hurry through the swamp and provide assistance.
One can never be too prepared for battle.
Guess I'll get to work.
Show me the extent of your strength. We make for battle.
Whoop whoop! Ravka, get your butt in there! Yeah, I was gonna say, so many sludge enemies! It's like Ganondorf's pulling all this stuff, so anything's possible.
Ready for this?
Need my help?
Let's go! Oh, it's got a bow.
must stay committed to
Cadlin
my
was
training.
nervous as anything, but those materials helped him make it through the training session. Next time he wants to try to fight without any outside help, which is probably the bravest thing a guy's ever gonna do going up against Kia. As the Hyrulean army battles in the depths, they receive word that the Lanayru wetlands are under attack. Strike down the enemy and restore peace to the area.
There's battle to prepare for.
Better get going, I guess.
I'll never cease. Not until victory is mine.
I'm making good
Our
progress.
materials help Lady Kia calm her mind and steady her spirit, which let her resist the urge to climb the waterfall. She also said the intense focus added an edge to her movements that should benefit her spear work. As monsters continue to pour on Death Mountain slopes, Ravika and the Night Construct head out to reduce the enemy forces before the final battle.
Time to rest my wings. Better get going, I guess.
Curious to see what our Night Construct here could do. Don't go holding back on me, big guy. Yep, still as strong as ever. No wonder Calamo relies on you so much.
For this? Seems victory is mine. Okay. Ready for this? Not caught. Okay.
Thanks again for the help, Sir Knight. Won't forget what you did for us. And that's a promise.
Done.
Fortified by her materials, Lady Zelda arrived at the fountain and found a silent goddess statue standing watch over its waters. And when she prayed to it, power flowed into her just as the rumors said it would. This must truly be a blessing from the goddess herself.
An impressive return.
Mining in the heat is no easy task, but the Zora managed to find the mineral she needed. Lord Agraston also got a little something out of the experience because he thought of a way to improve one of his techniques while he was busy digging. Undeterred by the volcano's scorching heat, extremely powerful monsters are rampaging Death Mountain. Head there and save your Goron allies from the threat.
Best not to fight on an empty stomach.
No one stands against my spirit. My presence alone ensures victory. My storm shall rage on! My skill. I'm not satisfied
A fire Lionel. I'm working on it, darn it!
my help. Not bad. I'll never cease. Not until victory is mine.
Good job, Kia. Won the day once more. A new Sky Island's been discovered, but it's controlled by a large number of hostile constructs. Make your way across the island and subdue the threat.
I can ill afford to neglect my preparations. We make for battle!
Even now, the Tabantha frontier remains overrun by monsters. Determined to thin their ranks in any way he can, Rafika sets off on the hunt, dragging the reluctant Calamo along with him.
Maybe here?
Let's go!
Better get going, I guess.
Got more monsters here than I know how to count. What's your plan, Calamo? Hey, don't ask me. I only got one way of doing things. We fight, and we win. He's like, I'm gonna die out here, you stupid Birdman.
Ready for this? So easy.
Not bad, Calamo. Looks like you're finally getting used to the cold, huh? Where'd you get that idea? I'm freezing my bark off up here.
Say goodbye.
It's like, how did you win, Lord Rafika? Easy. I just kept chucking bombs at it and we eventually won. More enemies? Give me a break!
This way. Still okay. I'll help. Barely a scratch.
When did that guy show up? Wow, what a butthole.
Ready for this? It's over. Okay. Ready for this?
Guess that's that then. Thanks, Calamo. Never could have done it without you, I mean that. Or I mean it. I'd sure hope you'd mean that after all the work I put in. Glad to hear it wasn't for nothing, though. That training helped Pinnock toughen up both his body and mind, and once he'd taken the time to dry himself off, he looked even softer and fluffier than normal. You ever just want to ruffle a Rito's feathers? No? Is it only me?
A fine showing.
With some gems in hand, we were able to make some quality abrasives to give to the smithing constructs, who can now produce even sharper weapons than before. Hope everyone takes advantage of this new benefit. Minoru didn't waste any time upgrading my bud, and now he's using his energy better than ever, which means he can fight for longer too. Hope now he can give me a ride when I'm sick of walking. You did that for me, right, bud? Level 3. Despite the Hyrulean army's past success in securing the Sarah Scablins, a monster horde is closing in yet again. Strike down the powerful creatures leading the charge and put an end to the new threat.
Best not to fight on an empty stomach.
Queen of the Zora, ready for the field of battle is where we Gerudo belong. My storm shall rage on. My skill.
Whoop whoop!
Need my help? Pressing.
I can ill afford to neglect my
The monster
preparations.
force has launched a deliberate and bold attack on Hyrule's heightened defenses in the Ceres Scablins. Intercept the powerful foes and end their scheme.
We make for battle.
My heart-beaten plan went off without a hitch, and we hauled all those supplies down no problem. The Gorons are real grateful, not to mention impressed by how fast my bud got the job done. I could barely keep up with him myself. Alright, on to the next story bit, Fire and Sand.
We should ready ourselves before we depart.
My storm shall rage on!
Owing largely to the power of the secret stones, the tides had begun to turn in Raru's favor. Yet even his army's victory against the Third Archfiend did little to slow the forces of evil, who, according to the Rito, had once more set their sights upon Great Hyrule Forest. Determined to rebuke this attack, Raru and his companions moved swiftly to intercept. However, nothing could have prepared them for what lay ahead.
Forest.
Now where did that wretched thing fly off to? It seems as though I don't have a choice.
Grim Gibdo.
If he won't take care of this vile infestation, then I'll simply have to do it myself!
No, the forest! How terrible! If we don't put a stop to this here and now, even the temple will be at risk. The other Rito should already be fighting off these monsters. We have to hurry and help them out. The contraption's vanished, has it? Our king shares his power with the accursed puppet, and this is how it repays him? No matter. My swirling sand shall devour you all. It's all burning. Did the other construct do this? It did, and there was nothing we could do to stop it, but we can speak later. For now, we have to focus on the sand monster. I don't understand. Why has everyone got it out for our forest? Thanks for the help, friend. The thing came out of nowhere.
Well, that was refreshing.
I appreciate the assistance, but there's more of us fighting further ahead. You have to save them. Don't worry, we'll take care of it. I got a bad feeling about this, and there's no time to stop and think. We have to keep moving.
Night construct.
Make sure you get out of the way before they start, throwing those barrels. What fools you are to fall right into my trap. Now prepare to meet your end. Looks like my hunch was right. How dare that coward use my friends to lure us out? Sorry about this. You wouldn't have ended up in this mess if it wasn't for us. Hey, don't mention it. Just get some rest and leave everything else to us. Careful, everyone. Our enemy boasts even more powerful monsters than usual.
Night construct.
driven off the enemies, which should shift the battle in our favor. Right, let's push on until every last one of them's fallen to our might. Why are you utterly so useless? Come forth at once more, my loyal servants. And ambush in such numbers, too. Don't let them catch you unaware. What's the big idea using our own secret passages against us? Those belong to the Koroks, you know? More surprises. Just stay calm and we'll deal with everything that they throw at us. Right you are. All we need to do is defeat the enemies before us, and the upper hand will soon be ours. Still, the Demon King's army really has it out for this place, huh? Guess the sacred power here gets them all riled up or something.
Want to see who can beat more of them?
I'll see it through. It's all I have. I won't fall. Well then.
That should be enough.
Night construct.
I'll not be out here until Arnie. Night construct.
Take that! Your little ambush is never stopping us! How could this be happening? I'll deal with it myself if I have to. Bet she doesn't have any more tricks left to throw at us. Let's take her out and win back the forest.
Here, I'm not about to lose.
These are the same monsters that tried to overrun the Gerudo Desert. My lightning shall make them pay for that. Real brave of the sand monster hiding away in her buddies to do all the dirty work. Let's get in there and take her down already.
I'm here. Giving up gladly.
He's like, I will defy the laws of physics because I am a Zora. Enough of this insolence. You'll suffer for your foolishness. I shall see to that myself.
Now we can fight at our very best.
Press on.
Here we go. I am Grim Gibdo, Archfiend of Sand. In the name of my glorious king, I shall scatter you to the winds. Her defenses are firm, but she's a monster like any other. We must find and exploit her weakness. Drag me down to the earth if you want. I shall crush you beneath my raging sands. Looks like she's got rid of her wings. She's getting desperate now, but don't let up. Come on, everyone, let's squash this bug once and for all. Artie's like, screw you!
How dare you?
It's over. Yes. And yet...
I should tell you, bud. All of us Koroks get born here in this sacred forest before we go setting off on our own adventures. We travel the lands looking for someplace good to put down roots and become trees ourselves. Once we do, a new forest will start forming around us. That's how the circle of life keeps on spinning. But this...
The Rito said it was that construct. Another victim claimed by its hand.
Yes. It was clear even from afar. That gloom belongs to none other than Ganondorf. Unless we can stop this evil at its source, all of Hyrule will be met with the same cruel fate we've witnessed here.
We must never let that come to pass.
We finally laid the Archfiends to rest. In my view, the time has come to topple their king once and for all.
With me, everyone. We make for Hyrule Castle.
Into the fray. My bud and his trusty spear cut through the monsters like they were nothing at all. Even Battery learned a new move while I was using all the materials to dodge the lightning.
Excellent.
Lady Artie made the most of the materials we gathered and set to work honing her attacks. Having watched the Gerudo Chief precisely strike target after target, Lady Kia immediately returned to her own training so as to not be undone.
I'm making good progress.
Everyone who was meant to be training, Lady Kia included, worked together to clean the sludge, after which she went off on her own to hunt down the monsters that caused the mess in the first place. Now the exercise can proceed as planned. Ronza was happy getting her hands on those materials and managed to learn plenty about monsters along the way. Might even help her fight better if what she's saying is anything to go by. Even after the fall of Grim Gibdo, Great Hyrule Forest continues to come under attack by monsters. Defeat the threat and restore peace to the woods.
I can ill afford to neglect my preparations.
Let's go!
Alright, the forest has been liberated. I was gonna say, they can live in peace for 10,000 years and then they're screwed.
There's battle to prepare for.
We stuck a frond right on the end of my bud sword and he swung it as hard as he could to make some wind and blow the sand clean off that kid. Guess my bud liked waving that thing around, because now he wants to try working into it, into one of his attacks. No! When monsters occupied Great Hyrule Forest, Rafika and Agraston decide to work together in order to reclaim the outposts.
A moment's preparation, is it?
And when we say a moment, we literally mean a moment, as in we're going right now. Alright, time to get this forest all cleaned up. Hope you're as ready as I am, Agraston. In that case, you're welcome to take the lead. I can handle anyone who slips past you. Good going, Agraston, even though that was all me. Interesting. I was about to say the same about you. In fact, you more than earned it, pal. At least with my, your strength and my speed, these monsters don't stand a chance. They really don't know when to back down. That's the final monster outpost captured, and a good thing too. I found that battle rather tiring. Funny joke there, Agraston. You barely even had to work for. That's more than enough when you get to be my age. The sooner I can pass my responsibilities to youth like you, the better. More monsters have entered Great Hyrule Forest, and not even the wood's sacred power is able to drive them out. For the good of the forest, they must be eliminated.
To prepare for. I'll cut them all down.
My presence alone ensures victory.
It's a strain.
I'll do all that I can. Let's go.
Plagued by guilt over the knowledge that the Gerudo gave rise to the Demon King, Artie's been hunting monsters from dawn to dusk. Can Rafika help her overcome her worries?
Best not to fight on an empty stomach.
My storm shall rage on!
I sure hope you weren't planning to take these things on by yourself, Artie. Let me tag along. If you wish, but I assure you I don't need the assistance against a few meager beasts. Tiresome fire you got in your eyes. You must really despise these monsters, huh? Not exactly. My hatred isn't directed at them, but squarely at my own person. What, for obeying Ganondorf? You can't keep beating yourself up over that, Artie. Ganondorf might be the source of all this evil, but I bear responsibility for not stopping him when I had the chance. I get what you're saying, I really do, but that kind of burden's way too heavy for one person to carry alone. That's why the rest of us are here for you. No one's gonna think twice if you lean on us a little more every now and then. What we say, we divide and conquer, Artie.
Sure, why not? Ready for this?
That looks to be the end of them. Apologies for needing your assistance. You know, you could just say thank you instead, or return the favor next time, better yet. Yes, you're right. Thanks, Rafika. I swear I'll find a means of making it up to you. It's not easy starting over from square one, but a healthy supply of food's a great first step. And with all the hard work finally done, I've never seen Ronza breathe so easily. Lady Artie studied the materials I procured, then set off to train with renewed vigor. Upon her return, she thanked me for helping her improve her combat techniques.
I swear I'll put
With all the materials ready, Shalani drew her blade and started slicing. Before we knew it, even the hardest stuff got cut clean in half. Sure wouldn't want to go up against her, I'll tell you. Thanks for to the confidence boost we gave her, that soldier ended up sparring with Ronza just like she wanted. Glad I wasn't in the middle of it though. These ladies hit hard. As a horde of monsters bears down on the temple in Tanager Canyon, Artie and Calamo work together to drive them back, and in doing so reminisce on the strange circumstances of their first meeting.
rage on!
These guys get past us, the temple's gonna be in real trouble. Guess it means I'm sticking around. Just as you did when we first met. Though I must admit, you're far more dependable now than you were back then. He's like, excuse me? I am the Korok of all time. How dare you insult me? Speaking of the old days, remember that spear you gave me? Can't wait to plant that thing in the ground once I finally put roots down. You truly mean to use it as a support then? I can scarcely imagine how that will look.
Traveler. I can fight too. That's pretty good, aren't
It's rather impressive how willingly you take up your blade in defense of your companions. You really have changed, Calamo. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm usually just getting dragged around by my butt, but I guess it's only me today. You know, this whole journey was supposed to be me finding a spot to settle down, but before I knew it, I was off getting swept up in my bud's adventures. Let us strive as one to lay Ganondorf low. Only then may you find a peaceful place to put down roots. Yep, once Hyrule's back to normal, I'm gonna be the biggest tree anyone's ever laid eyes upon. Calamo returns to his home in Great Hyrule Forest, which is burned down beyond all recognition. As he valiantly takes down the monsters continuing to defile it, he tries to locate his fellow Koroks.
I can ill afford to neglect my preparation.
Hey Artie, wanna go on another adventure? Yeah, sure, why not? Yippee! Monsters again? Haven't they done enough to this place already? Not seeing any of my brothers around here either. Maybe they up and left when the place burned down. So this is where you were. What's that? You've been laying low because of the monsters? And I bet everyone else is still hanging around here too. Time to smash these things and make my Korok brothers feel right at home.
I'm not just a traveler. I can fight too. Pretty good, aren't I? I'm not just a traveler. I can fight too.
Straight, Calamo.
I gotcha. Yep.
I had a feeling there were more of you. Now that you're safe, you mind pointing me to the others? That way? Gotcha. Leave this to me. Time to take on a Lionel all by myself, and maybe Artie will help too. We'll see.
Don't get in the way. 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 No holding back.
Simple enough. I'll never cease. Not until victory is mine.
Yeah, Artie! Wait, is that everyone? Could have sworn there'd be more of you. If everyone ran away when the forest burned down, they're only coming back now that it's safe.
Yep.
And I'm sure more will be showing up before long, assuming they didn't get attacked by monsters. Woohoo! As he watches his bud wield sword, spear, and bow with equal aptitude, Calamo thinks of an alternative use for a broken spear he received to prop himself up, and goes to the Night Construct with a strange request. Now take this long stick and go stab all of them. Okay. Oh my gosh, he spoke! It's a miracle.
Bud.
Say, bud, you mind helping me out with something? I want to see the stuff you can do with the spear. See, I still got that one I'm going to use to keep myself standing tall. I thought it may be a good weapon instead of just sitting around. Guess spears handle way different than swords, huh? Looks real nice when you're the one doing it, bud, but I don't know if I could pull that off. We got a big one incoming. See some of the flashiest moves you can muster, bud. Where'd you learn to use a spear like that? Oh, you're moving so fast I can barely keep up. How am I ever supposed to do stuff like that by myself? Oh, get in there and take that thing down! That's my butt, alright. Tougher than steel, true as an arrow, and real great with a spear. Speaking of which, maybe this thing's better off propping me up after all. Doubt I'll ever get as good at fighting with you. With it. Calamo, the spear wielder, for 5 seconds. With everyone watching, Pastos went and smashed every last boulder to tiny pebbles. Kinda weird way to spend an afternoon if you ask me, but our Goron friend laughed it off and said he made for good practice. Pasto's training went off without a hitch thanks to all the materials we provided. At first he was just following my bud's lead, but then eventually got the hang of it, and now he can do fuse attacks on his own. Zelda asks Agraston to spar with her so she might gain the strength required to protect her friends.
We should ready ourselves before we depart. Let's go!
Thanks for agreeing to spar with me, Agraston. I'm grateful for the opportunity. As am I, Lady Zelda. I look forward to experiencing your might firsthand. You're fighting well today, Zelda. You seem more eager than usual. I am. Our battles only grow more difficult from here forward, so I have to get stronger if I want to be of any use.
Let's try this.
I wonder, will that day come when we have to face the enemy construct head-on?
Prepare yourself.
I suspect it shall, seeing as the machine acts on the Demon King's behalf. All we can do is prepare ourselves best we're able. I agree. Besides, we can't expect the Knight Construct to fight all our difficult battles for us. I lost, though I should have expected as much. Our first bout at the castle feels like more than a distant memory now. I come bearing news! Monsters have been sighted in the canyon and they're headed this way! It appears we're not finished, Zelda. This should be a fine moment to put today's training to good use. Finally done, Zelda! It's evident your training's begun paying off. Thanks for saying so, but I still need far more strength than this. That takes care of the monsters. By all counts, they were no match for your strength, Zelda.
Yes.
That might be the case, but I have to thank you for it. Speaking of which, might we continue sparring? Now that's the kind of fire I like to see. Prepare yourself. I'll not hold back.
I wield this
Lady
power
Zelda and her
because of
guards set off, well prepared to withstand the oppressive heat. While their time on Death Mountain was sure exhausting, the entourage returned with smiles on their faces, a sign their mission was a success. With Death Mountain teeming with monsters, Agraston races off to thin their numbers.
A moment's preparation, is it?
The field of battle is where we Gerudo belong. My storm shall rage on!
I know not where these creatures come from, but they certainly not welcome on this mountain.
Need my help?
We stand strong together.
We may have won today, but they'll be back soon enough. I imagine the only way to stop them for good is to lay the Demon King low. Pastos wasn't so happy about having to run instead of roll, but he kept his cool thanks to the stuff I brought him. Still wasn't satisfied with the training though, so he spent plenty of time swinging his sword around afterwards. Though mighty, stone taluses have a critical weak point. Find this vulnerable area and take the creatures down.
This reminds me of my youth.
Queen of the Zora, ready for battle. We make for battle.
Show me the extent of your strength.
Having detected monsters in the depths, the Night Construct ventures underground with Zelda, Minoru, and Calabo in tow. As they watch it work with wonders, each companion seems to speak of the construct more enthusiastically than the last.
Let's go!
Take a look at the monsters, bud. You mind stepping in for me? May prove difficult to handle them at once, but it should offer a fine chance to observe our knight construct in proper battle. Yeah, I'm curious about that as well.
The end has come.
While he shares much in common with regular constructs, his mobility seems to be far greater. You got that right, he's fast enough running on land, yeah, but you should see him flying. Kinda feels like he's gonna leave me behind sometimes, but then he lets me ride on his back whenever I'm tired. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
Now be gone! Zelda,
However I might help.
In addition to everything else, our knight bears a true plethora of attacks compared to more other standard constructs. Yeah, I guess he's good with a sword and a bow, plus he's a real resourceful at using whatever Zonai stuff or monster parts we got on hand. Oh, and that's not even mentioning how cool he looks flying around shooting his cannons. That's my butt. I wouldn't trade him for the world.
a wise plan. In support.
Let's try this. Well done.
I'm not just a traveler. I can fight too.
Double kill! That's the worst of him taken care of. You did great, bud. Huh? What's with you two? You certainly have a wealth of knowledge about our knight construct, Calamo.
I agree.
Indeed. I doubt that anyone in all of Hyrule is familiar with his operation as you.
Simply
After me and my bud brought the materials for Kino, he got right to work coming up with a more efficient way of doing fuse attacks. Is there anything that guy can't do?
It seems I've
With the
grown
materials in
stronger.
hand, Lady Minoru went from region to region performing her experiments, before coming home and making the necessary adjustments to the constructs. Not only that, but the long journey served as excellent training. With those materials keeping us safe from the cold, me and my bud got to work clearing out the snowballs. After a while, he started smashing clean through the things, which I'm thinking he could do even in a fight.
Let's go. Yeah.
Don't go wandering off, bud. Someone's gotta keep you out of trouble.
Alright, looks like that's all the battles taken care of, so then the next thing would be doing Into the Fray. See, I'll go ahead and wrap up everyone's equipment really quick, and then we'll wrap up here.
Oh.
And burn all of my money. And there goes money. The soldier went to go see past us right after we dropped off the items. And yeah, the big Goron looked kind of annoyed by the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure he was happy to be sharing a meal with someone.
This should prove
Upon finishing her meal, Lady Minoru smiled and said she felt reinvigorated, but then immediately went back to work. I really wish she would learn how to relax every now and then. Alright, that looks like that's all I can do for now then, so I'll leave it there for this week, and then we'll continue the project up next week. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to get some more progress done in that, and then we'll continue that up next week. Then in terms of the schedule for the rest of the week, it'd be continuing up Dragon Quest 1 and starting Octopath 0. That'll be about it, so let's go find a raid target. Let's go raid Cinder. Rare occurrence indeed. Alright, cool. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.